Hi, today 44 of 365. As support is all around you, let it surprise and delight you. That's what I named this live. And I'm constantly saying that all the time when I talk about emotions and I talk about following your intuition and just the way we see challenges. But now I'm modeling that because we are navigating a situation that is pretty impactful for me and my family, and that's so the food for thought for today, that from what's most alive in you for me to share with you, is that the allowing for what you asked and following your intuitive guidance and taking those steps for what you asked. Let that be that or something better or more. And that's the part where even in the middle of storms, and I'm talking to you from my experience right now. It's like, so I'll give you the example. I'll tell you specifically what I'm talking about. It's sort of like what might seem like a miracle, like serendipitous things that happen. So yesterday I shared with you that my daughters and I were going to go to a meeting, and that out of that meeting, more resources were going to open up. And so the person that welcomed us at this meeting talked to us for a moment and then guided my daughter, my oldest, and didn't end up going, but my youngest went, and she said, follow me, and she said her name. And the moment she said her name, it just it really hit, like it just kind of almost, I was like, oh my God, because that name for us means a lot. And so it so I told you that to ask, when you're going through a challenge, you ask. And I've, been open to asking. What do we ask? Like, we ask for guidance, we ask for clarity, we ask for help, we ask for support, we ask for things to be different. So to me, that person in that form, like, it was a symbolic, very symbolic way of saying we are being supported. And those moments is really kind of like the most beautiful, delightful thing about life, where you cannot explain and you can't dismiss it. And I think that is the food for thought for tonight that I want to give to you, is that to allow yourself to be in awe in life, that there are universal forces, that are things that are beyond our comprehension, that are there for us, guiding, supporting, willing to come and help. So to me, last night, that woman, her name was a name that meant a lot to me and my girls. And it's somebody that's not in this physical reality right now, and it's tied to what we're going through right now. So it's almost, it was an angel. That's the only way I can explain it. It's an angel, and it was, and her, just like it was our first meeting to these meetings, and I don't want to elaborate too much. I just, just to keep, I guess, part of, the confidentiality as well. But we've never been to these meetings, and those, I mean, at the end of the meeting, there was a prayer that was prayed, and I couldn't help but break down, and just have this moment of awe, of just this overwhelm of support, of love, of I kept thinking, why haven't I done this before? Why haven't I come here before? support is all around us. It's there, available, and it was like obvious. It was an obvious thing for me and my girls to do. And so yes, what I shared yesterday, not knowing, but now I can tell you by telling you the story that things just opened up for us. And the other message for me was that it is exactly at the right timing. That, you know, part of me was like, why haven't I come here before? Why haven't I not received support from this place, from this organization, this group, this tradition that understands? But the timing, you know, that's just trusting in the divine timing. And so, yeah, so support is all around us, and allow yourself to be surprised and delighted. And yesterday at that meeting, I was I was surprised and delighted. I was touched, and I was comforted by something that I knew was present, that is there with us. And it's a lovely thing to feel. So don't dismiss feelings like that. Don't think, oh, that was nothing. There are things that are undeniable. And so for more of those, may you experience so much. May you be able to be in a place where you can see that you are loved and supported and guided. May you be in a place where you are open to receive and feeling worthy of it, and allowing yourself to be surprised and delighted. And it's the delight, I think, one of the most beautiful things of life. So I celebrate that. I'm grateful for you, for your support, for asking. And again, I'm modeling what I preach. And yes, so that's just a bit. I'll keep it at that. But it was a really full day of good things out of contrasting experience, and it'll last a little while, actually, while we go through a process of evaluation and things like that. And but yeah, I'm excited for what's coming. I can tell you that. And yeah, out of the contrast, more is open, and what do we find? We find more of ourselves. And I'm liking what I'm finding. And all right, have a beautiful night. Remember to always come back to your heart. Bye.